Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a
What do you mean?
brand new episode
It's
of
almost June, brother.
On It. It is almost June. It's almost June. That means it's almost the NBA Finals, which means
Nope.
it's no, it's not because we're still in the
Pride
second
month.
round. We're still in the second. We're still in the second round.
Yep.
As of right now, we got OKC losing to Dallas by 9.
Yep.
Now
It hasn't really been that close, but
I would say OKC's kept like a trailing, like trying to stay below a double digit lead.
yes.
All right,
But the guy who likes the number 9 is in the game at the moment. So.
But I will say Dallas started off real hot, so that's kind of what put them in this hole of trying to just.
This whole third quarter has been abysmal. I think they've both shot like 5 of 20 collectively, maybe worse.
But we are here. We got Dallas and OKC to talk about. We also have Cleveland and Boston, Indiana and New York, T-Wolves, Denver, and we got some.
All
NFL.
of the series.
All the series. We got all the NBA series. We got some NFL to talk about. We got some landing spots for a player, but I guess while we watch game 4 of this series, I mean, we can discuss these other series that have been going down. Earlier today, Cleveland lost to Boston again. Boston goes up 3-1.
Pretty bad.
Tatum, back-to-back 33-point games. After we I was just going to say we called out Jaylen Brown. We didn't do shit, but Jaylen Brown, after shit in the bed, he played like shit.
Yeah.
And then he comes out, drops 28, and then drops 27 today.
No Donovan Mitchell. They had a good game, but that Cleveland team is it's a long shot for them to sort of take over in this series, but they've got nothing without Donovan Mitchell. You can get something out the other boys, but without that fear of what Donovan can be, they got jack shit.
Say Boston wins this 4-1. I'm still, there's something about Boston that's just
off.
Something's off with Boston. And it's not like with how well they're playing, like what I'm worried about. It's just this weird feeling of that, like they should have been taken over. Both of these series, there should have been no question at any point, and there were questions at some point for no reason. And I don't know,
there was that
people just gassing up Boston, people that wanted Boston to lose, and they were gassing that up.
Yeah, I don't think Boston is the most popular team at the moment. They were the best in the East this year, so they don't get that type of underdog story that the Cavs bring, or that the Heat brought, or that the fucking whoever else is in the fucking East, the Pacers bring. Mm-hmm. Like, they don't have that. They have the, hey, you should be the best, and even winning isn't good enough for the Celtics. Like, if the Cavs take over and win 2 more games, that's fucking crazy for the Cavs. But if the Celtics lose 1 more game, it's the end of the fucking world. So they're just set at a different standard where they're looked at where they should be sweeping teams, especially in the first and second round.
See, but
they're going to lose a few here and there. They don't have Kristaps. They're running with a different squad than they have all year. So I'd give them some slack, but I'd like to see more. We don't know yet. I thought he would come back late this series, but I doubt it. He'll probably, if anything, come back next series, maybe later. But, again, they still have a good enough team without Kristaps. It's just different for them.
I'm just expecting Boston to turn it on at some point. And from a fan's point of view, I'm just worried that we are looking at a potential finals where it's the Pacers or the Knicks.
Yeah, no, there is definitely a possibility where any of those 3 teams could win.
Like, had you told me, okay, say we don't know how the playoffs go, and we're talking pre-postseason, if you're telling me that Boston doesn't make it, I'm going, okay, so did the Bucks make it? Did 76ers make it?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, fuck. I got to watch Jalen Brunson just chuck it.
Honestly, right now we're looking at JB being the most the best out of these. I'd rather see that than fucking Siakam and Halliburton.
I don't know. I'd
I
rather
would.
see Siakam and Halliburton over the Knicks. The Knicks are like the Cowboys, bro. You don't want to see the Knicks in the finals.
That is true. That is
It's gonna be so
the
annoying.
narrative that would bring would be terrible.
God, it's gonna be.
And
So
they truly
fucking
only have
annoying.
3 players on that whole team. But yeah, the Knicks narrative of can they get it done finally is
Can we
going to be
just have
fucking.
2 teams from the West play in the finals?
That'd be cool, but right now, like I this entire third quarter, I think they've combined for a collective 20 points. Like this is the worst shooting performance I've ever seen in my life. No one's made shit.
Yeah.
This is
Pretty
why I don't
slow.
watch basketball, dude.
Pretty slow third quarter. 4 points for Kyrie in the first half. 3 points in the second.
Like the reason like they're not scoring isn't because of defense.
Mm-hmm.
It's just they keep missing shots.
Well, that's the thing with watching a game like that, like the Mavericks. If you're gonna watch Luka play, he's gonna chuck as many shots as he fucking wants,
Yeah.
and they're either gonna fall or they're not. That's what's going to define, or that's what's going to that's what's going to that's going to be the factor in whether it's going to be entertaining or not.
Yeah. I mean, it's just such like a stat driven.
But it's a 7-point game. I'll take it.
No,
I
it's
bet you.
close.
I bet you they turn it up in the fourth.
I hope.
I bet you they turn it up in the fourth. I won't be surprised if something's going to be a switch is going to be flipped at some point where you take Josh Giddey off the court and then never put him back in, and then maybe it's a more entertaining.
I don't think Giddey has nothing to do with this.
22-12 run in the last 10 minutes. So there you go. That's how many points have been scored in the last 10 minutes. 34. Yeah,
somewhere there.
Cool. But so Cleveland, Boston. I mean, they're up 3-1. They got that one in the bag. I mean, it's pretty obvious. It's just let's hope Boston turns the fuck up at some point.
Well, Cleveland, if anyone's gonna come back 21-3, nope, that's not what I meant to say. 3-1. I said 21-3. I don't know what that means. If anyone's gonna do that, it's gonna be Cleveland.
LeBron's not on that team, which is a damn shame. Indiana.
They have a much different vibe whenever LeBron's not on that team. It doesn't feel like the same.
LeBron was at the game. He was at the game courtside.
Yeah, that sucks for LeBron.
He was at the game courtside, and it felt like every time they cut to him, he was locked on his phone because I knew he had to keep checking Bronny's combine updates.
Yeah, his height.
He was sitting there.
You know how tall Bronny is?
And we'll get to that. That's a whole other segment. But I know he was, like, this game's cool. Like he was watching, but
no, he's texting Rich Paul. He's like, all right, well now we have to fucking draft a 6'1" shooting guard.
See, okay. Let's talk about it then, because you're hating. Because he had a 40.5-inch vert,
which is dope.
Like, I mean, you're hating. It's cool.
No, he can hammer.
You're hating. And then he had a great shooting drill. Hit 12 threes. He didn't miss a shot in his in one of the fucking shooting drills they do in the combine. Look,
sure.
I'll put it to you like this. I feel like I might be the only person on earth right now that like wouldn't mind seeing him, like, I don't know, have like somewhat of a successful career in the NBA.
No, I think that would be cool.
Like, he doesn't have to be 10% of what his dad did or was able to do, and he can still be considered a successful NBA player.
Yeah.
I mean, when you really think about what 5% of what LeBron's career
of what LeBron is, yeah.
Still, I mean, I'm really not gonna go back and do 5% of what he's done over the last 20 years, but take 5% of that, and it's still me and you would kill for to have, that just on our.
That's at least a finals appearance
on our life stat sheet. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you're at least making the finals.
Yeah.
But with that being said, I really just like why are you, like, you personally, like, I don't know, because I can't tell if it's like a shtick or if you're like actually just being a dick and you're like you want him to not be successful.
No, I didn't say I don't want him to be successful, but I mean, part of it's a shtick, but I think part of it is how laughable this situation is. Like,
is it laughable?
Yeah.
Here's my thing though. Okay, what makes it laughable?
The fact that he played. I mean, yes, he got cleared medically. He played 12 games maybe where he was coming off the bench. The only reason is because if it wasn't LeBron James' son, no one would think of anyone like this as a potential star. So my problem is where does where do they fall on how good they think he is and how good and just what he does for an organization. So I don't know how good they think he actually is, and then the actual reason they're getting him. I just don't see why they would.
So when do we accept,
from a basketball standpoint,
when do we accept that it's obvious he's going to get more attention being LeBron James Jr.?
No, agreed. But with that attention, having the already career he's had, there's no reason for anybody to say, "Hey, this guy should be in the league."
Okay, so there are
Because
legit.
we don't look at guys like this who are from Iowa or from fucking Florida,
Okay.
and we say, "Hey, they're gonna get drafted."
There are
A guy who's coming off the bench on a college team.
There are legit NFL writers, reporters that have Shador.
I thought you meant script writers, bro.
That have Shador number 1.
No, I know.
Next season in the draft.
Yeah.
And we all know there's been way too much gas blown up in that fucking balloon. There's been way too much gas added to that fire. Dion has been hyping him up through. I mean, he's just fucking coach. He's his coach.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, what are we talking about here?
Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Derrick Jones Jr.
I really feel like okay, Shador and Dion have went out of their way to make people root against them
on purpose. I think
they went out of their way to be disliked. Which, let's be real, it's like they can talk all the shit they want. Oh, I like being the bad guy. It's like, bro, it's such a
y'all are just fucking goofy.
It's such a waste of time and waste of energy to be hated. It really is. Like to go. Well,
they think it's. I mean, for them, it's helped their career.
For now, though, we're talking in a very short.
No. This for short term. It's the reason that it's the reason Shador is even brought up in.
And what do you mean help? Because they're going to be. I mean, Shador doesn't have to take another snap, and he's going to be rich for the rest of his life.
Yeah, because they've played the bad guy.
Well, no. Because his dad is Deion Sanders. It's
well,
the same reason why the other Sanders don't have to worry. They've been chilling. It's like, oh, yeah, I'll just take pictures.
Of course, their dad being Deion Sanders will allow them to do all this for the rest of their lives. But at the same time, like the way that they've gone about it, now Shador is going to be rich beyond his wildest dreams. For now,
why does
he just went and he just released a rap song.
Why does Bronny have to get this hate? Bronny's getting this weird ass hate for just deciding.
No, I don't think it's hate. I think it's the fact that,
bro, it's hate. He's getting the opportunity. It's the same thing. Because it's the same.
I know,
thing.
But who else with his stat line is getting that opportunity?
Why
is he get? I understand why he's getting the opportunity, but I don't understand why he, from a basketball perspective, who thinks that he'll be good at basketball?
So
I don't know.
Was somebody that LeBron was just really close with, and it wasn't his son, and teams went out of their way to draft him, no matter how good or bad they were in college, just so they knew they were going to get LeBron 2 next season. It wouldn't matter, but because it's his son, it matters.
No, it would be weird if it was somebody else. It would be weird if it's anybody.
No, because look at Mr. Travis fucking Hunter. He's sitting here letting Dion pull all the strings, saying he's going here, he's doing this, he's doing this.
But Travis Hunter is actually a prospect. He's a two-way player who's good at football.
And that's fine. But to sit here I'm looking at it like this. LeBron wants to play with his kid and has a chance to. Bronny has a chance to play with his dad.
Yeah.
People are sitting here just hoping they just don't succeed, period. He doesn't have a good career, period. He doesn't, he just fails. People want him to fall flat on his face, flat on their face like Lonzo Ball.
Sure. Well, Lonzo did all right, but
he's done all right. 2.5 years milking every dollar on his fucking couch.
Not been on the court.
Get out of here.
But
It kind of it rubs me. It bugs me. I don't like it.
well, I mean, it doesn't. I
What did
yeah,
Bronny
I
do?
don't know.
What does Bronny do or say to get any of the hate?
Well,
Like, is it really his
okay,
fault? Is
okay,
it
but
really his fault that NFL team or NBA teams know, like, oh, if we draft
all
you,
right,
we're gonna
it
get your
comes
dad?
with the
That's what the fuck
territory.
it is.
All right, but it comes with the territory of being LeBron James' son.
No,
So
no, no,
you
no.
get the good and
The
you get the bad,
pressure,
but
the
you also
pressure,
get yeah,
the pressure
pressure's
of
gonna come.
that's fine. But just going, oh, you're only getting this opportunity because of who your dad is.
I know, but
I
who's to
hope
say
you
he's
fail.
not only getting that opportunity because of who his dad is? Because who the fuck else are we looking at with the same stat line and going, wow, this guy would be great in
Bro,
the league?
if your last name is Manning, you're getting a chance. If your last name is Brady, you're getting a chance. If your last name is Woods, you're getting a chance. If your last name is Phelps, you're getting a chance. If your last name is Williams, you're getting a chance. If your last name is James, you're getting a chance. We got to stop
Dennis
pretending like
Rodman's
this
son
is.
plays for USC.
And
He's not getting a chance.
Dennis Rodman isn't in the NBA and still making an impact 20 years later and
I know,
pulling
but the
and
only
being
person who's
the
ever done
GM.
this is Ken Griffey Jr. and fucking LeBron James. But
Okay,
Ken
and why
Griffey,
is that?
it
But
wasn't the
what?
same.
Let it happen. And what
No,
happens
no,
happens.
I'm gonna
But
let it happen.
but to
But to me,
already
it's
to already go like, well, this doesn't matter because he's only getting this opportunity because that's his dad. It's like we know this. This is obvious. When he was born and he picked up a basketball and he was named LeBron James Jr., we knew this was gonna fucking happen.
no, I understand. So if he's getting this opportunity, why are we sugarcoating it and saying, hey, he's good at basketball? We can say maybe he'll be
I
good at
never
basketball,
did I say he was gonna be Steph
but we
fucking
know
Curry?
exactly, like you said, we know exactly the reason. So the hate he gets, I feel, is valid in the
But
sense from basketball.
but
Like he's not a top prospect. He's LeBron James' son. That's it.
being LeBron James Jr., you can have the pressure of being as good as your dad, but already getting written off because you don't think he got a fair, like you don't think he had to go through he had to jump through the same hoops that other guys had to get where they are. I think that's wrong. If he you give you years down the line, he shits the bed. He's Michael Jordan's son. He's all these other sons that don't pan out. Okay, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about how he was gassed up the same way a lot of other people were gassed up. But it's
See,
very
but
different. This is a very very
my
different
thing is, I
scenario.
don't think he's gassed up.
Who?
Bronny.
I mean, I mean gassed up in the
The only
terms
way
of
that people talk about Bronny is that hey, LeBron James is staying or coming with him.
when I say
No one looks at Bronny and goes, "Hey, he's going to be a top player."
when I say gassed up, I mean in terms of teams are going to like go after him or teams are going to draft him. Teams are going to want him.
I know, but like if we're going to talk about him as a key to keep LeBron or to get LeBron, then we should talk about him as a key and not a great basketball player because he hasn't shown anything yet. So I don't know how good he'll be. I know
Okay.
what he can bring.
Well, do you?
LeBron James.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say because you don't really know what
I
he
don't know
can
what
bring
the
to
fuck he can do
court.
on the court. No one's ever seen him play, really.
But on the same hand, on the same exact hand, we've seen guys come into the league with the most hype, with the most proof of being the next guy, and they
Agreed.
have shit the bed.
Agreed.
So,
And we've seen the opposite, but in basketball there's less of that like opportunity of like, hey, he's a deep draft pick and he didn't pan out. Or I mean, he's a deep draft pick and he did pan out. Like we don't see that much.
bro, it is not LeBron James' fault that Kevin Durant, fucking fucking Russell Westbrook, fucking all these other guys didn't have kids younger that they could play with in the fucking NBA. It's not LeBron James' fault that he's still
No.
this late in his career making an impact to where teams are like, "Oh shit, we can get you if we just draft your son." Okay, sure. It's we have to accept that Bronny's going to get this chance and get a lot more opportunities because of who he is. But
Yeah.
it's what he makes out of it. If he makes the best out of it, and he's a better fucking role player for his dad than D'Angelo fucking Russell is,
Yeah.
what are we gonna? Oh, well, he's
No,
not.
I'm
He's
no.
not LeBron James. But that's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen. He's gonna be. He could be. Let's say in a
All right.
hypothetical world.
I think most of the world is pretty sure at this point that he won't be LeBron James. He's 6'1.5".
But okay, I'm not saying you. But I'm saying you say that. You say that you think most people think that. I think you and I think that. But in 2 or 3 years from the like 2 or 3 years down the line, let's say he's a pretty good role player.
Yeah.
People are gonna flip. They're gonna flip and
No,
go, oh,
no,
but
a
he's not.
thousand percent.
But he's not gonna have 40,000 points. He's not gonna. It's like it's gonna be bullshit.
Yeah,
It's
I
gonna be
know.
bullshit, and I'm just calling it now. And if he doesn't pan out, okay, so
Yeah,
what? There's a lot of guys that don't pan out, but I don't know, to write him off already. I don't like it. He had a pretty good combine. Who's to say he doesn't
sure.
show? Who's to say he don't come in the league and just
I mean, he 1,000% could. Um, but I honestly think it's disrespectful to him that the whole league and the whole sports world talks about him as a pawn rather than giving him an extra year in the league. I mean, in college, and letting him actually prove what he can do.
I will
Instead,
say
now he's just a pawn.
I agree with that. Like I think I'll say the most. I would say this. I bet you there's more pressure, whether it's from people or just he's putting on himself to make it to the NBA before his dad leaves, than to get as prepared as possible for
Yeah,
himself to play in the
I mean,
NBA.
we could be wrong. He could be prepared. We have no idea, but I mean,
Could be.
just from what we've already seen, there's nothing shocking, nothing NBA level impressive. But I mean, yeah, but the whole world talks about him like he's a pawn, and to me, I think that sucks for him. But he'll be in the NBA and he'll do whatever the hell he wants to do. So
But I just think, look, he's not out here talking a bunch of shit,
no,
saying I'm the fucking best in the world. No one can touch me. I can do this. I can do that. I I I like him.
yeah,
Like
no,
I want. I mean, I don't want.
I respect that he's actually aware of kind of who he is and what he's doing for the most part, from what I've heard. Shador is not. Dion clearly isn't. They're delusional idiots, and I hope they prove me wrong. I hope they win a national championship. I hope they do something important.
No,
They
you
won't.
don't. No, you
No,
don't.
I think that'd be cool
No, I
because
don't.
then they get to talk shit for the rest of their lives.
No, I
We won a
don't.
natty. We did this. We won fucking
No,
4 games.
I don't. I'm a straight hater. Fuck all that. I
No,
don't want
so
to
am
see
I.
shit. And you know that's not gonna happen.
I'm I'm I am fully aware that that will never happen, and that's why I'm saying I hope it does happen.
But let's move on
I
from
hope I
Bronny.
get proved wrong by these fucking retards.
Let's move on from Bronny though.
I don't have any other words for him.
You know what's scaring me?
I don't know.
Last
Mice,
episode, mice aren't that bad. Mice aren't that bad.
rats.
Rats, You gotta
I
look out
saw
for
a
rats.
crowd of people standing outside of a cheesecake factory run from a rat.
See, it's like some people have never seen an animal before.
Some people have seen animals and they are still little children about them.
So last episode we were watching game 3 of Nuggets Timberwolves.
Yeah.
We were, hoping for maybe the Wolves go up 3-0. We were maybe hoping for, just a banger of an episode. Be happy that we're probably getting a guaranteed Minnesota going into the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah. No.
Even though
Shit's shaky, brother.
Ant drops 44.
He dropped 44
He
that game?
dropped 44 in game 4, Devin.
Oh.
Jokic 35, 7 and 7.
AG 27.
They just God, they're
beat him.
doing, when I said like Boston, like I'm expecting Boston to just turn it on. It's like what Denver's doing. And it's pissing me off.
Yes.
It's really pissing me off. And I mean, I'll give it to them. They know
Denver
exactly.
feels like the Chiefs at the moment.
They are, and that's the problem.
Like they weren't the top seed in the West. They had a shaky 2 games against these boys. I can't remember who they play in the first round.
Lakers.
They did put the work on the Lakers.
Yeah, what was it? They lost 1 game, and it's when they warmed up in slides.
Yes. Yeah.
Like, we're gonna take this day off.
Yeah, they were like, man, we'll chill out. Gobert said the same thing, basically, in this series. He said, yeah, I think I'll sleep for game 3. It's like,
well, he did.
Let's not. Maybe you should have, actually.
Well, he didn't play. Remember his son.
He didn't play game 2. His kid was born game 2.
Oh,
They won game 1. Kid was born game 2.
you're right. You're right.
Back game
Okay.
3 and
Yeah.
4.
Okay. See, it's just oh fuck, man. I really don't want to see. Look, I'm not even, you know what? I'm not even gonna do it anymore. I'm not even gonna keep saying.
Now, you said this. I think it was a series. You said whoever wins game 4 wins the series.
I know.
You still believe that?
Yes,
I hope not.
I do.
Fuck.
It,
Well, it's definitely whoever wins the next game is probably going to take over. Honestly, I would love to see this go 7. I want to see everybody shit their pants. This feels like the finals to me.
This look, I think you know what it was. Okay, you know what Game 4 was a perfect example of.
Hmm.
And maybe I shifted my narrative on this a couple of times, but Minnesota was a team that I always kept saying like I don't know if they're like ready, if they can handle the pressure or whatnot. And I brought up like is Ant ready?
Yeah.
Before Ant, Minnesota crumbled. You know, the cat was cat. It was mainly
Well, Cat's a known crumbler.
attack on cat. That's really what it was.
Cat's a known crumbler. Rudy Gobert's a known crumbler.
Ant shows up, and they get this reputation, and then they go up 2-0 on the reigning NBA champs.
And then it was hype train out the motherfucker.
Hype they've really never seen
Michael
before.
Jordan, are they going to sweep? Like, just the craziest hype.
They lose game 3. Okay, they lose game 3, whatever.
At home.
And then what happens game 4? Nobody but Ant shows up.
Yep.
Not even the defensive player of the year is showing up, Devin. I mean, hey.
I hate that Rudy Gobert is, like, talked about in this league. Like, he's some type of beast.
I mean, it's the rebounder of the year.
How do you have more rebounds than points? I hate that.
But my whole thing with Rudy
But you got two big fuckers who just know how to rebound and can't do shit else.
Who?
Cat and fucking
Cat. No, Cat. There's more.
Not this game.
I'll put it to you like
Cat
this.
is obviously a better scorer than Rudy.
Cat,
but when Cat
step up more than Rudy does, because
no, 1,000%. But when Cat hits the playoffs, Cat has problems. Cat's had problems.
Cat has had problems.
Rudy Gobert slipped on Cat's penis.
And but
that didn't happen.
Game 4, I said the winner of that game is going to win the entire series. They're going to go back to Denver, game 5.
That sucked. Like, winning the first 2 is cool, but losing 2 at home and then going back to Denver really, really sucks.
Blows.
Like,
I mean, think about it. Denver lost 2 at home and were able to go on the road and win 2 in a row. I just don't know if Minnesota comes back with the.
I don't think they're coming back with that same fire. And like, I don't know. Someone was talking about it. Teague was talking about it on his podcast. They were discussing Rudy Gobert not staying for not playing game 2 to go see his son born or whatever the fuck. And they were like, you already won 1 away. That's all you can ask for is winning 1 in Denver.
Mm-hmm.
You win 2, it's a fucking huge plus. All you have to do is win at home. Win 1 at home, and then this series would have been pretty close to locked up. Yeah, now they're on the shit end. They're looking
2-2 going to Denver.
They're looking down the barrel of Serbian penis.
It's Denver in 6 or 7.
I really hope not. And also, I said this at the beginning of the series in the playoffs that Ant should not be talked about like this. Ant's a great player. He's phenomenal. I think he's a monster. But the Timberwolves shouldn't be talked about like this.
Nah. That's because
Ant,
we really didn't know how.
You can talk about Ant all you want. But the T-Wolves, they're clearly a team that can lose it.
It's been a 7-point game for like the last.
Literally the last 30 minutes.
Yeah.
But then, I mean, we're looking at the number 1 seed about to get 3-1. So.
Yeah, but 1 through 5 in the West was.
Yeah, no, it was. It made no sense.
1 through 5 in the West, they were pretty even for sure.
And yeah, I mean, I think that the Timberwolves are still a great team, but it's kind of.
So who wins? Who wins the series?
I mean, there's obviously what I want to see. I want to see the T Wolves.
But
I think it would probably take them 7. So
who do you think deep
I'll
down
say
inside? Who do you
I want
think is
to
winning?
deep down inside. I can't bring myself to vote for the Nuggets. So it's T Wolves in 7.
You're really tiptoeing around my answer. You be really good at like testifying. Who do you think's going to win the series?
Timberwolves 7
I think
games.
the Timberwolves are really. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. Okay, whatever you say.
I mean, shit. How many more good games is Aaron Gordon gonna have?
They won the finals last year, Devin. I don't really know if that's the best hill to die on. I mean, like he might not have a great game next game and they'll still win.
Finals are rigged.
Jokic could drop another 35, 7-7. Jamal's gonna make 15 pull-up middies, and they're gonna walk out with a dub.
Are we trying like? I'm a borderline fan to begin with. It's been tough for me to care about the regular season, and right now they're making it real hard to make me care about the playoffs. And if you're gonna make me give a fuck about the finals or the Western Conference Finals, I fucking sure hope not. The Denver Nuggets aren't either of them. So,
well, let's be real.
I don't get where the NBA's at with who they're putting in these things. Maybe they should rig it. Maybe they should put LeBron in it every year because this fucking blows.
But for now, no matter how bad you don't want to see Denver in the finals, you have another team that you can root for to be in place for them.
The Dallas
or at least go against them. Dallas, 10,000%. Still, obviously not counting the Timberwolves. And we can at least, if it's Denver versus Boston,
there's a narrative there.
Bro, I'll take it. But I'd like to see Boston win.
In that series, yes. I think that's the only series that I would want to see Boston win. If they're going against the Nuggets in the finals.
You want to see Cleveland win?
No. I'm saying that's the only finals where I would want to see Boston win.
No, Boston would have to beat OKC.
Boston would have to beat OKC. All right, but I'm saying if it was Dallas or the Timberwolves, I'd like to see Dallas or the Timberwolves win.
Oh, for sure, for 10,000%. I want to see. I almost don't want to see Dallas and Minnesota in the Western Conference Finals because we know we're not going to get to see one of those fuckers in the finals.
Well, I think that would be more like the finals than any of these series.
For sure. But it's still.
I think that would be pretty dope. I just really hope that if Denver, I mean, Dallas is going to have a tough time beating Denver, brother.
Yeah, but you know, Luka and Kyrie.
And this game is cut to 2.
We talked about it, bro. These guys are unguardable. 84-86 with 4 minutes and 43 seconds left.
Like you said, they can be unguardable. Kyrie's not making any shots.
Kyrie had a very shaky game 2 games before this one. So was this game 4? So game 2, we talked about it. And then game 3, he dropped like 20, 22, I believe. This game, I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know. Kyrie was hot for a while.
Guess what?
What's up?
I made couscous.
Oh, is your first time ever having couscous?
I feel like I may have had it before, but this is the first time I've eaten it as an adult. I'm a big fan.
What'd you put in
it? Chicken, and then some sauces.
Like with the couscous, like did you put like garlic in it or like?
No, this was like a test run to see if I enjoyed it. Okay. So it was just water and some butter and stuff and some salt and whatever.
You know,
very bland at first.
Throw the garlic in there.
I'll throw some garlic. I'll throw some herbs, some spices. I want to
lemon pepper couscous. You could. Couscous is tough. Shout out to
couscous. I feel like I it's tough to say. It's a tough word.
It is.
Just mentally, you know, like verbally I can say it, but the more I say it, the more, you know, like purple. I feel couscous.
Anyways, can we talk about some shit that not blew my mind, but caught me off guard earlier this morning? We know what the NFL openers is going to be.
Oh yeah. That was
Not gonna lie,
another one.
the Ravens don't get much love from the
Yet
NFL.
again. Yet again.
No, 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 no. To me would be in the love column. Just
Oh,
getting.
this is a love column.
I mean,
I guess
to be in the opener. I mean, I look at this as the NFL knows what we want to see, knows what people want to see,
it's an AFC rematch.
and that AFC rematch. Which I'll ask you first how you feel about it when you found out about it.
I mean, yeah, I thought it was cool, but it's uh it's one that could go both ways. Like this could be like the beginning of a Kansas City like hype train that no one wants to be a part of, and a Baltimore like shit on fest. Because like Baltimore this season had a great start to the season. Kansas City had a terrible start, losing to Detroit. Um, and then Kansas City wasn't really talked about until Taylor Swift and then the playoffs and all that jazz. But this could start some shit that I don't want to see. But it also could be huge for the Ravens if they do put the beans on those shitty Chiefs.
So I think as a for the Ravens,
The Thunder have the lead. This sucks.
I believe they're in a lose-lose situation.
It's kind of how yeah.
I don't think but like you said like there could be some positive coming out of it. It's like
They got to really spank these boys.
even that it's like what the Ravens are able to do versus the Kansas City Chiefs in September means almost nothing to
Nothing.
me.
No, it means more than nothing.
I would say pretty much nothing. I mean, it means about
Yeah.
nothing. I mean, if because I put it to you like this, the Ravens win, it's going to be okay. Well, we'll see what happens in February or not February. We'll see what happens in January.
Yeah.
If the Ravens lose, it's just gonna be we're gonna have to hear about that all year. It's gonna be
Oh, they got him in the first week.
Ravens lose, still win the AFC. Say they had the best record in the AFC. It's gonna be they weren't able to beat the Chiefs though.
They just couldn't take down the Chiefs. Are just too much for this Lamar Jackson run squad.
So to me, it's like get your reigning MVP in the NFL opener.
Why are they putting Lou Dort's full name out here?
Come on, man, that's his name.
Lou Jeanette's? The fuck is that?
That's the man's name.
Lou Gentile?
But you got the reigning Super Bowl champs. You got the
Yeah.
reigning MVP. You got Derrick Henry added to the mix.
You got Marquise Brown added to the mix. You don't have Rashee Rice. He's in a wild shitstorm at the moment.
So we didn't talk about that last episode.
Yeah, I don't know. There was something. Was it assault or something? I don't know what it was. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it was. I guess he's accused of assault.
Knowing the NFL and the Chiefs, he could play that game.
No, he
could play week 1.
I think they came out. If not, I don't think an official suspension came out, but they said I believe they expect.
Yeah, I heard speculation of it could be like 4 games, but
I saw 6 to 8.
Really?
Yeah. Well,
maybe it was 4 after the car incident, and maybe it's been bumped up.
I don't know. After this, I don't know.
I'm trying to figure out what they care more about: a DUI or beating people.
The back to back. Oh, the car crash. He just punched a dude or something. In all reality, I think that's. Well, it
wasn't a lady.
Can we? No, it wasn't domestic violence. I mean, at the end of the day, I think if you.
Whoa.
What?
Why are we assuming people's sexualities, brother? There can be domestics on men.
I'm a fucking normal person. All right, let's see.
That's true. That's fair. What is Mark Cuban doing there? You sold the team, you fucking weirdo.
Did he, or is he just not the majority owner anymore?
I'm honestly not sure. I think he still loves the Mavs.
I think he's.
And I'm a big fan of Mark.
I think he has some ownership in it.
He's a cool dude.
Details are emerging regarding Chiefs receiver Rashee Rice's latest legal entanglement. Multiple media outlets have obtained the police report. Stephen Dial of Fox 4 has posted the key portion of it. The complaint said that on May 6, 2024, I'm assuming, because it says 25, at approximately 1:30 a.m., he was at the Lit Kitchen and Lounge located at 609, blah, blah, blah. for an after hours party. Oh, that said house party, uh, which he left shortly after complainant complainant
Complainant. Wait,
complaint.
what? You just screwed me up. Complainant.
No, there's only one T in this. See, that's the thing. This article's trying to make me look stupid. Complainant. Complainant.
Complainant?
See, like, do you know that word? You're the smart one. So do you?
No,
That's
I
what I'm saying.
think, dude, I don't know, but you're screwing me up by saying
Exactly.
it so many
That's
times.
what I'm saying. Said that
Complainant.
he was in the car driving away from the location where at approximately 1:56 a.m. suspect sent the complainant. Jesus Christ. I'm looking this word up right now. We got to look up
Yeah,
complainant.
no, complaining is a word.
Complain. I've never seen complain.
Yeah, I guess we've never seen it in Iowa. This is a bad. We should cut
See,
this.
like,
This sucks.
no, like plaintiff, I'd understand.
Yes.
Like
Defendant.
the plaintiff. Yeah. Okay.
Are we just gonna say all the legal words we know?
Well, no, I'm saying like we've
Jury.
never heard complaining.
Objection.
Look, I'll put it to you like this: I didn't get a DUI and I didn't beat somebody
Condoleezza
up.
Rice.
We're not the idiots in this situation.
That is
Let's
true.
just throw that out there real quick.
Well, it wasn't a DUI. He just crashed his car and then he left in the middle of the day. I didn't know you could leave the scene of crimes.
Yeah, if you don't get caught.
I didn't know you could exit a highway like that, like just walk away like you were the bad boys. He looked like Martin Lawrence.
The suspect punched him on the left side of his face. The complaint said as he was looking down at the suspect's cell phone, suspect punched him in the face. Okay, all right. See, okay, crashing, speed racing on the highway, way worse than whatever bullshit story this is because I don't even know.
The phone.
I don't even know what this story is. What's up?
All right. There's a slew of incidents here in the league sifting through Lake result. Multi-game suspension, most likely.
For sure.
And then I think this is from Adam Schefter. He said, of course, the Hollywood Brown revenge game against the Baltimore Ravens, his former team. That's not a real thing. There is no revenge game. That's not what this is.
Yeah, it's not. No.
But yeah, apparently he is facing 8 felony charges with that incident, and then he punched a photographer. So whatever. Cool.
Nice.
Which sucks for Rashee Rice because he was like the only guy with potential on that.
That
Chiefs
we were like gassing up next year. Like we were.
It was the only guy we were like, oh yeah, maybe like the Chiefs did truly suck that last year.
Their receiving core was not up to par.
Well, it was terrible.
But as
it was
a team,
horrendous.
I mean, they're obviously good enough to win a fucking Super Bowl.
Well, if we go back and we look at those games, none of them were good. I mean, it wasn't a. They barely won all of their games.
Football, though, bro. That's football.
Like, no, I understand.
I mean, okay, then take away this one season. Any other time they were this fucking good. I mean, you know.
Yes, they used to be good.
I'm not
then
saying
they lost
you can't
everybody.
Say that about a team that just won their 3rd Super Bowl. In
yes,
like
I
5
can
years.
because it's the fucking Chiefs and no one likes them.
It's like if Denver.
Fuck Kansas City.
It's like
dude.
if Denver
Fuck Missouri.
Denver wins another finals this year. Like, well, last year they when they used to be good.
Like, Mikey, no, do you know what Kansas City is the city of?
Missouri.
Yeah. Kansas City, they're the city of blank. What's their fucking cool title? The city of
I don't know.
Cum fountains. That's what their thing is. It's fountains.
About?
That's their thing.
Why did you say cum fountains?
Because they're all cum guzzlers.
Why did you say that?
Because they're losers.
You made me think for a second, like, what's a cum fountain? Like,
basically, what the fuck else do they got coming out of these fountains?
I don't know.
They're the city of fountains. Fuck that whole city. Fuck that whole state.
Whoa. All right, relax. We don't want our...
No, I'm not relaxed.
You just got random people in Missouri catching strays for no reason.
I didn't find out OJ died until yesterday.
I saw this thing. It was Justin Bieber announcing him and his wife's pregnancy.
Like, I'm calling it right now. Luka buzzer beater.
Said, "Welcome back, OJ Simpson."
Who? Justin said that?
No, somebody said that Somebody said that in response to him announcing that he's having a kid. Oh. This is the OJ reincarnation. OJ Bieber.
Oh.
Come on now. Let's talk. Like Nah, I'm kidding. We're not diving into some type of conspiracy like that.
I'd
But
love to see him back. That'd be cool.
can we do a top 10 conspiracy?
Hello, Twitter world.
Can we get a top 10 conspiracy?
The Birds one or like the 9/11 one?
More like a terrible top 10 quarterback list that I might want to fix up.
I probably saw that. Like, you talking current?
Can I read it for you and then
Yeah, Brock Purdy's number 2.
So I want to read it. Yeah.
Was that from ESPN or CBS?
CBS. I'm going to read it. We're going to read it.
CBS.
We're going to go over it and then we're going to I want to mutually agree on a top 10.
Yeah, A-Rod's 2.
Relax.
All right, A-Rod's not 11th.
Dude, fucking spoiler alert central over here.
I know. Did Luka just miss a fucking free throw?
All right.
They're down 2. Luka just missed a free throw.
With 10 seconds left, I know people in the clip watching this are going to be so confused. 10 seconds left. Luka misses the first
yeah. Hold on. We got to watch this.
He makes the next one. So all right, they take a timeout. Let's get back into this. All right. So at number 1, CBS put
that was tie ball game, you fucking dildo.
Patrick Mahomes makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Brock Purdy at 2.
No, not even close. Not even top 10.
Josh Allen at 3.
No.
No, okay.
Up there, not 3.
I see the argument though. Like I could understand if somebody wants to say
no,
right now.
that could make sense, yes. Okay. But at the moment, I don't think so.
Joe Burrow.
25 picks. Not at 4. No.
Joe Burrow at 4.
No.
CJ Stroud at 5, under Joe Burrow. This season, after this season.
No.
Number 6, your reigning MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, is the 6th best quarterback.
Jalen Hurts.
Literally MVP.
You know what's crazy is like Dak Prescott is treated like one of the worst quarterbacks of all time, and he's 2 spots below the reigning MVP.
The reigning MVP. Yeah.
Dak Prescott at 8, Justin Herbert at 9, Jordan Love at 10.
Love I don't like. I mean, they wanted to throw in that Jordan Love, Aaron Rodgers jab so bad. This was a list to make people upset. No one at CBS truly believes that this is how it goes.
I want to give
this was to make people upset. No, it was.
I want to give a legit.
And they fucked over your Baker thing, so that sucks.
What was my Baker thing?
Name 15 quarterbacks better than Baker Mayfield. He was like 21 or something.
I mean, are they right though?
Well, I think all the guys above Baker. I mean, I didn't see like 15 to 21, but I
don't think I'd say like I said. Don't know if there's 15, but hey, I mean, look, you can if you want to say CBS is the hill you're going to die on for whether or not Baker is better than this guy or better than that guy.
I mean, maybe.
They also said Jordan Love is better than Aaron Rodgers. So, hey. They also said Brock Purdy is the second best quarterback in the NFL. So
this was clickbait, dude. This is like saying there's 30 guys who can do this. This is like saying we need a white versus black fucking
the fact that
All-Star
there are
game.
Quarterbacks that just got drafted over Derek Carr, like the disrespect is ridiculous.
What, Spencer Rattler?
It goes.
Wait, what do you mean quarterbacks drafted over Derek Carr?
23, Caleb Williams. 24, Anthony Richardson. 25, J.J. McCarthy. 26, Derek Carr. 27, Jacoby Brissett. 28, Jaden Daniels. 29, Gardner Minshew. 30, Bo Nix. 31, Bryce Young. Okay. 32, Daniel Jones.
No. Daniel Jones as the. I really don't want to even talk about this. It's so bad.
Fuck their list. I want our list.
Are we gonna rework the top 10?
I want our list, but what?
We're not doing 30.
No. 10. Top 10. Top 10. Top 10. That we're getting our official top 10.
I'm not gonna get in the weeds of who's the fucking worst. I mean, we know who's the worst.
I would never make me and you suffer through a conversation like that.
Appreciate.
Oh man. All
right.
Looks like OKC is gonna win this fucking game.
Hold on. Wait, don't tell me, you motherfucker.
No, I mean we're caught up. Did he get fouled? Did Kyrie get fouled?
No one was. That was Hardaway. No one was near Hardaway.
PJ. I can't tell.
Is that Tim Hardaway?
This is see you know what this is right now. This is bad podcasting. looking
No,
away
I understand,
at the
but
game, talking.
this game. Luka missed a free throw.
Luka missed a free throw. We like that is definitely a problem. That is a big fucking problem.
Like
Luka
now they
missed a
have to
free
shoot a
throw.
three.
Now I will say, like, okay, they're up. Fuck yeah. Okay, here's the thing. All right, so he hits this free
Oh, these
throw.
shit. Oh, game over. Yeah.
He missed. He missed that free throw.
You don't miss the first one, you fucking
He
idiot.
missed that free throw.
All right. Well, they've tried to lose this game for the past 20 minutes. So
Well, I was
now,
gonna say make the first one, miss the second. Miss the second
yeah, yeah.
one, get a putback, tie the game up.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm sorry. You're in the NBA. I know there's pressure and shit like that, but they're called like my coach playing basketball. I sucked at basketball. I didn't suck. To NBA standards, I'm the worst basketball player in the world. But free throws need to be made. Like this is the dumbest fucking thing ever.
Yeah, I
That
mean,
NBA players literally shoot 50%.
it is sad. It is sad that, but I mean, even but like,
I know a ton. Steph misses a few a year when you think about it.
yeah, but I mean, especially in this moment, it's like you gotta hit that.
You got to hit the first one, and you
gotta-
got to hit. He tried to miss the second one. It rolled in.
Well, to me, yeah, I say miss the first one or make the first one, miss the second one.
Yeah, but he missed the first one. He almost airballed it, and then he rolled in the second one, and now they're shooting two, and Shy's not missing shit.
OKC is about to go up 4 points versus Dallas with a second and a half left. This game is over, and
2-2 in both
2-2?
Western Conference series, which sucks.
Okay, all right, that's very interesting. But let's get into this top 10. This top 10, what do we base it off of? Like, I want to do a couple of things. Like, it can't just be like from what we saw last year, or like okay.
No,
so,
I mean, I think we have to bring in potential. I mean, what's his nuts?
like you have
Burrow didn't play the whole season, and
That's
it's
the
like
thing.
a lot of these guys.
Burrow is obviously top 10.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if he's 4.
I mean, who else was like fringe? Who was like 10 to 15? Just
10,
to
okay,
give me an idea of like if there's
I'm
anyone
gonna
else.
lay out any possible person we could talk about right now. These are the top 15 names I could come up with that we could talk about.
Yeah.
Pat, Lamar, Josh Allen, CJ, Burrow, Jalen Hurts, Justin Herbert, Tua, Brock Purdy, Dak, Aaron Rodgers, Jared Goff, T. Law, Stafford, Jordan Love.
Jordan Love should not even come near the top 10.
Okay, I'll cross him out.
Stafford at this point, I don't think so. No.
Okay, well, Pat at 1. We'll just
Pat
agree. We'll agree on Pat at 1.
Yeah.
Now I'm the biased Ravens fan, so you might need to tell me where Lamar falls.
I know. I think Lamar's too.
Okay,
He's the reigning MVP.
I was gonna put.
There's
Lamar,
no reason for him to go anywhere below 2. We obviously know what Pat can do and what he is and all that.
I was
bullshit.
gonna vote Lamar in at 2 as well. So
I mean, Lamar could go 1. Who knows? But
So Pat 1, Lamar 2. Now you said it can't be Josh 3rd.
I didn't say it couldn't be.
I think he's I think there's definitely potential for him at 3.
What else do we got?
Because I think the only person you can think of based on like just, and this is pure expectation, is Aaron.
Yeah.
Being in like the top 5 conversation. Like Aaron, but then you also, to me, just off of when you don't factor in how bad of a year somebody might have had last year and how good of a year they could have next season, just based on like what you know about their talent. Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert.
Yeah, Herbert for sure. And the fact that they did pretty well in the draft, they got 2 wide receivers to add to Josh Palmer and Quentin Johnson or whatever.
And their first round pick, he's gonna be blocking people for centuries.
Oh, dude. He's Joe Thomas.
And I think even CJ might have to be in that conversation.
CJ's in that conversation, I think.
I would say out of all
I saw a video of like Stephon Diggs catching balls, and they were like, "Oh, look, a new look at the Texans wide receiver 2." It's like, are we putting them wide receiver 2 already down there? We don't know how fucking good fucking Nico Collins is going to be.
Oh, you're saying he should be 1?
I'm saying he could be, but
Okay,
they're
yeah,
already
yeah, yeah. I was
putting
gonna
him
say,
in
yeah,
as
he,
wide receiver 2.
yeah, yeah. It's kind of,
Like, no, he's not a lock wide receiver 2. He
yeah,
could be if he has a bad year, but
maybe.
it's Stephon Diggs.
Um,
Why are we talking shit?
okay, but I mean, Josh.
I don't know. With
I
Josh's
think Josh is
turnovers and
third.
yeah,
I mean, who? Okay, who could you consider? I don't
the
think.
only person I guess I would consider putting over him would be Aaron, just because, like, if we saw a decent season out of Aaron I mean,
But my whole thing
we
is,
could have seen a bad season out of Aaron last year. So
if we can't consider Burrow or Herbert over Josh, I don't really think we can consider Aaron over Josh.
no, agreed.
I don't think we
So
can.
I think
So,
Josh, yeah, but he obviously has a turnover issue.
so I'll go Josh at 3.
Um, I think
Burrow,
Aaron at 4.
huh?
I think Aaron at 4 for now. I mean, the fact that we didn't see him play last year may help his case. Um, but the fact that, like, we know what he can do, especially on this team.
Okay, I'll take it. I'll take A-Rod at 4. Now we have to get Herbert, CJ, and Burrow out the way. I feel like
Yeah,
Herbert,
you know
Burrow,
how about Barrow, but
and CJ. Now, is there anybody else in that 3 that you want to add to? You
not
got
Dak.
Hurts.
Uh,
How you feel about Jalen?
Hurts, I think, could be near there, but I think the only guy he could compete with is um, Herbert, just based off of like team success.
I think it goes CJ, Burrow, Herb, Hurts.
I think that a lot of people would put Burrow over CJ, but I like CJ there.
I was gonna say Burrow could go at 5.
No, he can, but I would rather CJ be there
See,
as
but
well.
I don't want to do what you'd rather. I want to know like what you really.
No, I think CJ at this point has a shit ton of potential, and his wide receivers actually want to play with him.
But just right now, if the season started tomorrow and they're all healthy, who's a better quarterback?
CJ.
For sure.
No, not for sure. I don't fucking know anything.
That's what I'm saying though. Like,
But I know that I think that currently.
I mean, I guess my gut went CJ, so I
Yeah.
can't go Burrow any lower than 6. Now
And yeah,
before
Burrow
I
there.
even ink in like Herb and Hurts, is there
Is
anybody
Dak
else
in
over
the
them?
conversation?
No, he's not above them. Is Brock above any of these guys?
No.
Is Tua above any of these guys?
No.
Is Matt
I mean, but
Stafford above any of these guys?
no.
Okay.
Herbert, are we? I don't know. He's a great quarterback.
I could
but
go Hurts and then Herbert.
They stunk.
I could go Hurts after Burrow.
Yeah, I like Hurts there. I mean, just based off of what he's been able to do, and not potential.
I mean, do you not? What about Trevor Lawrence?
Over Herbert? I don't think so.
So not over Herbert. Tua?
No.
So then Herbert has to go after Hurts.
I'm fine with Herbert there. Yeah.
And then we got 9 and 10. People were looking at left for 9 and 10. You got Tua, Trevor Lawrence, Matt Stafford, Goff, Dak, Purdy.
Purdy, I don't want to talk about.
Purdy's out. Purdy's out. To be honest with you,
I'm going to be honest.
Say it.
No, I don't think this is a different take than I've had before. I mean, we definitely are gassing up CJ Stroud. I mean, this is 1 year of his career. And the fact that we're looking at Purdy and going, hey, does he deserve to be there because of who he's got on his team? And then we're looking at CJ and saying, hey, he had a fucking phenomenal season, which he did. And we put him
just who we think is
5.
better. That's just who we think.
No,
is
yeah,
better.
agreed. I think he is better, but we're running off of one season off of both these guys, and I don't know.
So
CJ could have a bad year, and Brock Purdy could come out and be the best quarterback in the league. We don't know.
Okay, I think we all know Brock Purdy's not going to come into the season next year and be the best quarterback in the league.
I hope so.
No, like I think we know that's not going to happen. But I'm confused. Are you saying
Yes.
CJ needs to be bumped? Are you saying
No, I'm not saying he needs to be bumped, but
Purdy needs to be in? I mean, if you can convince me why Purdy can go in over Trevor
no,
Lawrence,
I'm not tooting Purdy's horn. Where's
Stafford,
CJ?
Goff,
4,
CJ's
5?
fifth.
Okay, that's fine.
But I'm looking right now. You're looking at. I'll put it to you like this: you're looking at Trevor Lawrence, Stafford, Tua, Goff.
Tua to me is out, I think.
See, because I feel like
At least to the 9 spot. I think Dak's fine at the 9 spot.
I think Goff gets bounced.
Goff and Stafford get bounced?
I think right now. Who do you think's better, Tua or Dak? Right now,
Dak. I don't think Tua is very good.
I mean, not very, very not not very
In
good. I think it's
like when all right, we got to set this straight. Yes, compared to like again, he's still in the conversation for a top 10 quarterback, so obviously he's very good. But when we're comparing Tua to the top quarterbacks in the league, I just don't think he's up there with
But I
these
mean,
guys.
he gets shitted on as much as Dak does.
I mean, yeah.
Dak's crumbled in front of our eyes plenty of times. So I mean, it's like I don't think it's
That's
crazy to
that's
say he's
that's
better
very
than
true.
Dak. I could agree that I could see why I could see him being better than Dak though, but at the same time, I don't know why Stafford's getting bumped so easily. How is Matt Stafford still not a better quarterback than Dak Prescott?
That's very true.
Is he not? I mean, is he not still a better quarterback than Dak Prescott? To me, after Herbert, I wouldn't be mad at Stafford and then Dak.
That's fair. I mean, as long as Dak's in the top 10 and not behind Tua, I think that's fine.
I say Stafford and then Dak.
That's totally fine.
Now,
Yeah, Tua, I don't.
Stafford might be the biggest, like red flag, the biggest hot take.
Yeah,
But
it definitely could be.
like, I mean, look at what I mean. People are gonna look back on like last season and be like, and people are going to. People, I don't know. People don't shit on the Rams, and they know because they know that they didn't have the luckiest season last year.
Yeah.
And they know that they know Matt still got it for now. He could fall off a cliff next season.
He could break
He's
a
at that
finger.
point in his
Never
career where
play
he could.
again. Yeah.
And you know, there's a world where Trevor Lawrence.
But there's also a lot of people who thought that Stafford could have fallen off 6 years ago. So
Very true. But I'll say Trevor Lawrence and Jared Goff, I could see, you know, halfway through this year being ranked higher than Matt Stafford.
yeah.
But okay, so our top 10 quarterbacks in the NFL. Dak, Matt Stafford, Justin Herbert, Jalen Hurts, Joe Burrow, CJ Stroud, Aaron Rodgers, Josh Allen, Lamar, Pat Mahomes.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely it's so up in the air, you know.
Yeah.
Like so much of it is based off of like what the shit. Like this is one of the times where there's so many guys. Like all of these guys could be top 5 quarterbacks.
And see, that was another thing. Like
And a lot of these guys could fall out of being top 5. So
if you really think about it, a year and a half, 2 years ago, the NFL talent looked a lot different when I was saying you can't name 15 quarterbacks better than Baker.
It was different, yeah.
Because I mean, like the I don't know, like the.
But there were a few drafts where it was like, no, there's actually good quarterbacks coming out of these drafts.
Yeah.
Like for a long time, there was like a number 1 pick. Who gives a fuck? These guys are still shaky regardless. A lot of these guys are coming out now. I mean, Burrow, Trevor Lawrence, these guys were number 1 overall picks. You got Herbert, who was later.
CJ.
Fucking CJ. Bryce Young obviously doesn't. I don't think he deserves to be ranked 31. Maybe. I mean, I think he deserves to be ranked above Caleb Williams and the guys who have never played a snap.
Like, I mean, Jaden Daniels is already better than
No.
CJ or
I
already
think
better than
anyone
Bryce Young.
who was drafted deserves to be below anyone who was not, because I can guarantee you last year Bryce Young was probably over some other fuckers
Bro,
for no reason.
the Derek Carr hate is
The
crazy.
hate is crazy.
The
He's on a
is
shitty team.
so crazy. Oh, the
I don't.
Saints suck. The Saints suck. You
They
know what?
really do suck.
Okay. I think last thing, and I'm kind of interested in this because we talked about Russell landing spots next season. If he decides, he's not going to be a Clipper next year. I got a different Clipper for you, and it's James Harden.
Mm.
And I think the James Harden landing spots are kind of interesting. The first one, and a very highly likely one, apparently from what I've read, and I think is a better fit. No, I think is a better fit than when this was a team that I will say we said Russ could go to, but I think when it comes to the ball in their hands, he would do so much better for KD and Book in Phoenix.
If he plays point guard.
See, that's the thing. He would have to limit his shots.
Yeah, when he was at his greatest, he was putting up 30+ shots a game.
But James Harden still,
that might be.
He can still show up next season and average or lead the league in assists.
No, yeah.
And it's really, really easy to do that.
And that would be
Devin Booker and Kevin Durant.
Very easy to do.
So
bounce Beal. You don't need 3 shoot. And yeah, honestly, if Harden doesn't shoot, I think they're okay. I mean, how many points did fucking?
I mean, I'm not gonna say.
I mean, how many points did Chris Paul average when they went to the finals?
Probably
not that
more than you think. But I would say
maybe 12.
Bro, I don't know. You might have to go back and fact check the that might
Let's
be.
see.
I mean, maybe I'm tripping, but that sounds like some crazy Chris Paul disrespect.
No, it's not disrespect, but it's like how much was he actually shooting? He was taking pull-up jump shots.
I don't know, but if James can average 16 and 10,
yeah,
18 and 10.
I mean, I don't even know if he needs that much. If you got fucking KD, who can still be a fucking scoring champ, and Book, who can also be a scoring champ. So especially if they have a good point guard.
I just feel like the way that the shots would be shared if you replaced Beal with James Harden, I think it would just I think it would work. I think it just worked better. That's really all it is. All right. How about the Lakers?
When did they go to the finals? 2021. He averaged 14.
How about the Lakers?
James Harden? No, they got Bronny. They're good.
Stop. All right. In a real world.
Stop the cap.
Come on.
I'm shitting on the boys again. I'm sorry.
James Harden to the Lakers. I think there's one big glaring problem with that. He's not going to have enough time, with the ball in his hand.
Oh, I thought you meant
he's not going to be able to play some D-Lo role.
No.
I don't think. I mean, I do believe he's still.
Well, I mean, I mean, what role does he play on the Clippers?
I'm bringing the fucking ball down, motherfucker. Look out! Here I come. That's what he's doing. I mean, at this point, you need LeBron bringing the fucking ball down. But if you don't, okay, James Harden brings the ball down. But at the end of the day, I just don't. I don't know. I feel like he would be forced to play some type of role that it just wouldn't work. And honestly, let's be real.
But maybe he's at a point in his career where he needs to play a role where he's doing different shit.
But I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that because at the same time, I think especially like a team like the Lakers, if they're building around LeBron next season, you got to keep guys around LeBron that are going to hustle.
That is true.
James ain't that guy.
And James isn't going to want to be like a corner specialist or anything.
Yeah, no, he's not going to be a 3-and-D, a wing guy. Like he's not going to want to do that. He's not going to want to do that.
Sure.
How about Miami? You I heard you mumbled Miami earlier.
Yeah.
Once again, we talked about
Miami's really all based around I know they always expect to put a championship team out on the court. Like they don't really, what's it called?
What?
Like restart.
What do you mean? I mean, you're saying
Like they don't. They're not going to restructure a team. They're not going to tank and try to get a top pick. Like
Sure.
Miami hasn't sucked in a long time.
Sure.
So yeah, I'm expecting Jimmy Butler to be out there, and I'm expecting them to bring on maybe more guys, better players, maybe a big man, maybe some better shooters. And Harden, yeah, could be a guy.
Not like
Because right now they got Terry, and I don't know, he's good. But
in a bubble though, like if say we're having the conversation like comparing like Russ and James Harden.
In a bubble, Lou Will's got them lemon peppers coming.
The biggest thing, like, was adding Russ. I just don't. I think what James can bring to Miami as the point guard of that team is different than what Russ could bring. Like, yeah, Russ could have the good mentality to play for that team, the good work ethic and hustle. That's all fantastic. But when
Shot
it
making.
comes to pace and somebody bringing the ball down the court and just being a better guy to rely on to score.
Yeah, like I don't want to be rude.
No, bro. I have a Russell Westbrook jersey on right now.
No. But like,
it's fine.
There's a certain point where, when everyone knows he's not going to shoot, he becomes a non-factor offensively. Like, there's a lot of times where there'll be like those situations where he'll bring the ball up and he's not getting guarded until he walks into the paint.
There are times where Russ's playmaking is second to none, and then there are times where you cannot figure out what he was seeing on the court. Like, yeah. It's like what, and it's just like, I don't know. I think James.
I think Harden is a threat from anywhere. When he has the ball, when he doesn't have the ball, if he's shooting, if he's passing, whatever, he's still an offensive threat in this league.
More of an offensive threat.
More of, yes.
Russ.
Yes.
How about this last one? New Orleans. Can I just give you the lineup?
I would like that.
Can I give you the lineup?
I told you I like seeing Zion. That's my guy.
Here's a potential starting five: James Harden, C.J. McCollum, Brandon Ingram, Zion Williamson, Jonas Valanciunas.
Dude, Valanciunas has been in this league so long for no reason.
That's a lineup.
CJ's, I know, but CJ's a name to me that's just...
Bro, but when you got it's
annoying.
James Harden, C.J. McCollum.
Why don't they just swap
Ingram.
Bradley Beal, C.J. McCollum, send Bradley to New Orleans?
Nah.
That's a better version of C.J. McCollum.
Nah. Well, as of right now, New Orleans is expecting ball in C.J.'s hands, and I don't really want Bradley Beal bringing the ball down.
That's true.
So, but James Harden,
this
is what it comes down to. It's like teams that really need a guy that can bring that
James
ball
Harden
down. What's up?
No, I'm saying bring James Harden down with Beal. Whatever.
See, but then at some point, I know we don't like to even bring attention to it, but we got to talk salary cap. Like, I don't even know if that's possible.
That is true.
I don't know if they're going to be able to make that work, but I when I saw New Orleans as a possibility, and then I thought of that potential lineup, that's just going to be a fun game.
That's very fun.
If healthy, Zion stays healthy, that's a fun team. That's going to be a fun team.
It's very fun. I mean, I don't think they're fighting for championships, but
who knows?
You never know.
Bro, we really don't know at this point who is going to come out as NBA champs this season, especially this season. I really have no clue.
At this point, I'm hoping...
I've had thoughts of Ant holding a trophy, but then I've also pictured Denver going back to back. I pictured Boston finally getting it done.
Most of what I've seen are nightmares, and it's just fucking Jokic not being there.
Dallas and Kyrie or Luka and Kyrie just chilling, Kyrie getting his second ring. It's just all these different possibilities.
Yeah, and you think Jokic didn't like celebrating his first championship? He's definitely not going to give two fucks about celebrating his second.
No, remember he was
he said I like parade.
I like going parade.
Yeah, but if they fucking win another one,
he might not like going parade.
he's like, I need to see a horse now. And it's just gonna be that. Like, who gives a fuck? Like, the NBA is about excitement and guys with personality, and you got this fat fucking tubby jackass.
Dude, we went from like Allen Iverson to
Allen
fucking
Iverson, Shaq, Kobe, fucking
guys
Dirk, fucking these guys who talk shit.
betting on horse races like in between, like at halftime, like fucking just
Dude, videotaping
seconds.
horses.
It's great. But Devin, I think it's time to get out of here.
Yes, please.
We talk. Yes, please. Wow, you got somewhere to go?
Get me out of this fucking bus.
You got somewhere
I'm
to
stuck
go?
on this bus.
We talked
Bus is short.
all four NBA playoff matchups series. We talked week 1 NFL opener being revealed, Bronny and potential NBA potential. Potential NBA potential. That'll work. Top 10 quarterbacks in the NFL, potential James Harden landing spots. I think we covered it all. Is there anything you want to say before we get out of here?
No. I'm good. Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Staring at a bunch of bald guys on my television right now.
Staring at a bunch of bald guys on TV. Chuck, give your licensing to 2K. Stop being a dick. With that
He's
being
not in
said,
2K?
no, it's been this long thing where he like won't. I'm not even getting into that. I don't care. But
Well, because it's a bunch of people playing video games, sitting in their grandmama basement in their drawers.
It's also Draymond Green in the middle. Just
good point.
anyways.
And then Draymond like tries to be serious, like he's not a fucking raging jackass. He just wants to pop out and say the dumbest shit about Shaq.
Yeah, probably. I don't know how
Who
Draymond
cares?
feels about Shaq. But with that being said,
But I know how to take down Draymond though.
How?
I don't know.
Okay.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. You put him in a basketball game and say, do really, really good, and he'll fucking
Tight
crumble.
end.
Or Michigan State tight end. But with all that being said, we'll be back on on Saturday to talk more NBA, more NFL, more playoffs, more potential landing spots for NBA players, more, just NFL hypotheticals, a whole bunch of bullshit. With all of that being said, brand new episodes every Saturday and Tuesday, Tuesday and Saturday, Saturday and Tuesday, Tuesday and Saturday. It has been me. It has been Devin. It has been real. We are out.